Interpreter, my name is Michelle Ngele Odhiambo, stepping in for Dan Mwangi. Now, the High Court Judge Lawrence Mugambi has set aside the 6-month prison sentence that he issued to Deputy Inspector General of Police Gilbert Masengeli last Friday. This after Masengeli eventually appeared before the High Court judge and apologized for snubbing 7 court summons in a row. A move that left Judge Mugambi with no choice but to sentence Masengeli to half a year behind prison bars for contempt of court. NTV's David Mudhoka followed the entire case and the subsequent ruling at the Milimani Law Courts and filed the following report.
I swear by the name of Almighty God.
Having spent his years in police service putting plenty of people, including notorious criminals, in the dock, Deputy Inspector General of Police Gilbert Masengeli, perhaps for the first time in his life, took to the stand on Friday noon at the Milimani Law Courts.
Where were you on the 5th?
Already a convict for contempt of court and seeking to clear his name and go back home a free man, Masengeli spent more than 1.5 hours in the unfamiliar dock, explaining to High Court Judge Lawrence Mugambi why he skipped 7 consecutive court summons, a move that saw him convicted and sentenced for contempt of court.
It was not a deliberate failure because I had also requested my assistant to come and represent me and the legal officer to do the same, my lord.
His explanation, however, did not satisfy the petitioner's side that comprised of lawyers representing the Law Society of Kenya, who wondered why Masengeli could not delegate his official duties in the same way he delegated the 7 High Court appearances. The lawyers also wondered why Masengeli chose to appear before the High Court on the same day that the Longton brothers and activist Bob Njagi resurfaced. In the 7 summons that Masengeli failed to honor, the country's 2nd police officer from the top was expected to explain where the 3 were after fears that they had been abducted by police officers, with the lawyers suspicious that their reappearance and Masengeli's unexpected appearance at the High Court were more than just mere coincidence.
My lord, that is subject to investigation. As police officers, we will have to go further and investigate. Also have
My question was very rhetorical.
Some of the questions seemed too difficult for Masengeli, who had to depend on his affidavit on several occasions, or as per the petitioners, answers that were being passed to him cleverly by his lawyers.
That is the witness. But these individuals can move away from the witness. Yes, you have the affidavit, Mr. Miller. Yes. If you need to point him to where he needs to look at because it's already adopted, just do it.
While concluding his submission, Masengeli sought for forgiveness from the High Court for ignoring the 7 summons.
I would like to apologize to the Lordship and the judiciary for the events that have transpired, leading to the orders of this court.
When he delivered his ruling at 4 p.m., Judge Mugambi accepted Masengeli's apology, noting that the Deputy Police IG had proven that he was remorseful, polite, and calm.
This court is convinced that Mr. Masengeli regrets and is genuinely remorseful for the situation he finds himself in. It is not the intention of this court to punish a genuinely repentant man who has acknowledged his mistakes and offered an apology.
The High Court judge further recused himself from other petitions on his desk touching on Masengeli. Masengeli's pardon was welcomed by the host of government leaders, government lawyers led by Solicitor General Shadrach Mose and Attorney General Dorcas Oduor, as well as leaders from Masengeli's native Western region who sat through the entire proceedings in a show of solidarity to a man who temporarily served as the Police Inspector General. Police DIG Gilbert Masengeli is now a free man, having walked into the Milimani Law Court on Friday morning, a convict. the court saying that Masengeli portrayed the image of a remorseful, calm and polite man despite snubbing its summons for 7 times in a row. David Muthoka, NTV, from the Milimani Law Courts